The reason why I think it's important to be involved in research as a public person or a patient, it's because the research is there to meet the needs of the community that we are part of, but as well as we work with the researchers to guide them where they may be missing those needs, because not everybody knows everything. So we need each other to kind of be able to come up with, because I see research as an exploration journey whereby it will feed into policies or even services that meets the needs of the people in the community. So if that's how research is going to work, it's important, and it's really paramount that the people who are going to be at the receiving end be involved from the beginning, so that we avoid how do you call it we reach the intended outcome of making a difference. I think it's so important for the public and the patient to be involved in research, because they are at the receiving end. So researchers really will benefit from involving involving the general public and the sort of as expert by experience, to be able to guide them into meeting the intended outcome, which I believe that within research, it's really to contribute towards the well-being of the community, of the people in the society, basically. So they need to be at the starting point and throughout the whole journey up to the end, so that the positive intended outcome of the research are reached, whether it's to set up new services, whether it's to come up with new policies that benefit the health and well-being of the population. What I enjoy the most being involved in research, it's very minimal at the moment, because I kind of recently, really like about 2 years ago, came across a piece of research that I was interested in, which was social connections, which really links into my expertise, my career pathways, but as well as personal experience. So what I enjoy the most is that now I understand what research is all about, because earlier when I was talked about research, the only thing that came into my mind was being like a lab rat, really, like being prodded and poked. And when I came across this piece of research around social connection, I learned about applied research, and I was like, oh, so this is something that I can contribute into as an expert by experience through my personal experience, but as well as enable other clients or communities that I interact with in my daily job to take part and inspire them, because I feel like it starts with one person and then it spreads across the community. And I feel personally that it's such a shame that not many people are involved in research, and it's a responsibility of each one of us to be advocates of research, so that we can build so we can contribute towards services and policies that are well informed by the general public. The journey for getting people interested in research, I think is still a long journey that research as well needs to be part of, because as I mentioned, not everybody knows everything really, and I'm still a novice in being involved as a general public in research. But what I would say for a new person who don't know nothing much about research, but who I feel like they've got potential skills and talent to contribute towards research, I would say that research is part of our everyday life. You know, it feeds into our everyday life. And it's important that we are around the table and work alongside the researchers, because you would see people complaining about services that are not delivering properly, or their health conditions not being they're not receiving the appropriate treatment for their health conditions. And then I would say, you know what, actually, instead of complaining as this and this and this is not done, please approach researchers, be part of research, and contribute towards use your frustration and challenges to build a better process for those who come after you with the same conditions, so that there is actual services that meets their need as you want your needs to be met at the moment. So I would say research is part of our future, and we've got to be around it and contribute towards it. For anyone who might be hesitant to be involved in research, I would say to them, never say never. Give it a try. If it's something that you like, go for it. If you don't like it, it doesn't hurt anyone, or it doesn't. It's okay. You can drop it. So it's necessary to be involved, but it's again not an obligation. But for the well-being of all, I feel like it's important to just give it a try, and then you carry on or you don't carry on. I started being involved as a within the public involvement arena way back in 2016, but in the teaching section with the health science, the School of Health Science. And I would say that for all those years, really, there has been all the time positive feedback from the students, and I've participated in the teaching session for students in nursing, in occupational therapist, students in medical, in medicine as well. And all the time, the feedbacks were that the feedbacks were always, it's first-hand experience. So that's one of the success that I kept getting at the end of the session. It's like, this is first-hand experience. As a future professional in healthcare or medical field, I feel more confident now on what I need to look for and how to engage, especially with people from migrants and refugee background, which is my background. Basically, and then you have ad hoc sessions and ad hoc questions from other students saying, having conversation in a class setting, it feel like a safe space for them, for the student. They can ask those questions that they are worried about to ask to once they are in the field and operating as professionals. So that's another success, for example. But more recently, following a session I did in Cambridge to a class of medical students, one of the students was inspired to write a piece of work as part of a prize giving program, and this was about healthcare in conflict or in war zones. And this piece of work that she has done, she's said that she was inspired by what I shared during their session, and she feels like this piece of work will be published in the medical journal, and then it will also inspire future medical professionals, and hopefully leads to many other pieces of research that are going to help and support people, are going to contribute towards services or policies around health and conflict or post-conflict rebuilding around health within the health sector. So that's one piece of work that I'm ever so proud of, that my contribution is going to be making a difference in the future to come.